Yeah, right over there, right?
Wrong.
Wrong? Not in the saddle?
Mike, approaching from the north, request airport advisory.
What are the runway numbers in Denver?
Approaching from the north, request airport advisory.
Over Santa Ana, anybody else?
What do you say? Walk on. Don't even listen to see if anybody's on the radio. Okay, what elevation did I say Denver was? We're gonna...
Delta unit, restriction 103 request airport advisory.
339 Mike, this is Cessna 65393. There's nobody home here, but I just landed on 16. Winds out of the south about,
Where's the airport, David? We are now making a cruise to St. 130 knots. Right there.
Delta traffic, 93 Mike, entering left downwind runway 34.
Circumspect while I land.
Pittsfield, 94 Foxtrot is currently 5 miles at 10,000.
Fire the kite.
What?
Fire the kite.
Yep.
What's that?
Look out there, see if there's any trouble.
No.
Send them higher the kite, but we got lots of runways.
We're gonna drop her down fast, boys.
This will eliminate our taxi time. Land about halfway down the runway.
Yep, there's no crossover. Oh, I see.
That is a lot narrower than Hogan.
What size wreck we're gonna?
Yeah. It's got a nice side, nice wide side. Buggity, buggity, shoot, shoot.
There's a mandatory that
There's your line.
we're still 100 yards off the ground, but we're gonna stall her on down.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Not bad for a country boy.
Now let's see if you can stop it.
No.
Done right now.
Did you want the door open for a better
No,
picture?
that's all right.
Dave.
I gotta zoom on this. It'll right through the...
It's like somebody discovered the visors, yeah. No mark in the back
This really gets good color shots.
That's nice. What is that, about 1,000?
Yeah. And it's just one step above the consumer.
Uncle Dave. Is the pack very heavy?
19 pounds. They're coming out with one in July. That will be just a little bit bigger than the about half the size. Yeah. And then I go in a TV specialist in Salt Lake and do editing. They got a nice editing machine.
Which you can rent it?
Yeah, $25 an hour.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Which is, for video equipment, it's just worse than cheap. I do a little freelancing for that Time Span corporation that films weddings and stuff like that in Salt Lake.
Is there a secret to opening this?
Yeah, you gotta hold it down while you're pulling it back. Hold down and now pull back while you're holding down on it. Yeah, there you go. There it is.
What are these buttons on here for?
Mostly for trim. You know, when you set it so it'll hold a nice stable attitude while it's flying. The little button where your little finger is if you've got
Is it going now?
Yeah.
Okay, can't even hear.
Are they gonna fly back?
Yeah.
How much did this little trick cost them to fly down here and fly back?
I was right in that one. That was a big one.
See you asleep?
I can go right in that one. I can run in this direction.
This is Dave Lyman coming to you from the backyard of Ace Lyman's home in Oak City, Utah. Today is April 25th, 1980. The festivities today, as you can see in the background, is a baseball game. There we have the instigator, Matthew Lyman, who has put together a baseball team among the family. Throughout today's program, we'll show you excerpts from the game and interviews with the stars. We're looking now at the pitcher, Kaylin Lyman. Having a little trouble with her boy. Also on the team is Matthew Lyman. Innings just change. Score 0-0. And there goes Mike Lyman with a ground base hit. With Lisa Lyman up to bat. Lisa Nielsen. She used to be Lisa Lyman. Then somebody stole her. Here's the first pitch to Lisa. And it's another ground hit. And he's safe on second. Crowd got excited that time. Now Lavelle Nielsen's up, Lisa's husband. And it's strike one for Lavelle. There's Jeff Lyman out there in left field. And it looks like another base hit.
Dave, you shot. You're back.
Okay, you run the camera.
Okay. I'm too small, I can't see. And here's the famous Dave Lyman up the bat. Hey, hits it! And it's a force out at second. He's coming. Lisa comes over. No, he stays. Lavelle's out at second. Stop. Where? This one?
And there's Mike Lyman, who just scored a home run for the team. Mike, come over here for a minute.
Yes.
Let's have a little interview. Tell the audience just what it feels like to hit a home run.
Great, great.
Is that all you got to say on the subject?
Yeah,
It just feels great, huh?
great.
Well, good job. We'll talk to you again later in the game. And we'll get back to live action here. Out on the playing field, you've got Lisa Lyman up to bat, or Lisa Nielsen up to bat again. And the first pitch goes foul. There's Matt Lyman over on first, hoping to get an out. Ready for the second pitch. And it's another foul ball. Here's pitch number 3 to Lisa Nielsen. And she strikes out. Lisa, can we see you for a minute? Lisa, come here for just a minute. We want to know what it feels like to strike out in a game like this.
Hi, Mommy! Hi!
What do you want?
Tell us, was the pressure on after you got 2 foul balls?
Yes!
So what does it feel like to be the only person to strike out in a game like this? Are you embarrassed? Humiliated? All of those things?
Yes. All of the above.
I see. Well, we'll let you get back to playing.
And here's the famous Dave Lyman up to bat. The focus isn't very good, Dave.
Well, focus it. It's the outer ring.
I don't know. This?
This is focus, the outer ring, and this inner one's a zoom. Back up, Matt.
And Dave Lyman's out on a fly ball. Dave Lyman, can we have a word with you?
Mike, get out of the way. Now we've got Lavelle Nielsen up to bat, getting ready for the first pitch, Kaylin. First pitch is a ball. Getting ready for the second pitch now. High. Ball.
Gosh, that should have been gone.
That's good, Mark.
Okay.
Now let it off. Let the button off.
All right. How do you turn it off?
Press the button again.
Okay.
Four to 3. Good work, Mark.
Bye, Scott. That's all.
When you hit it, you gotta run, okay?
Now here we have the outfielder Dave Lyman as he gets ready. Now we'll move in here to the batter. Mark Esdras as he hits the ball and runs for first base. On he goes. He runs back home and he's safe. Kaylin is up to bat, and here's the pitch, and she hits it. And the ball catches.
First pitch of Lavelle was a ball. What's the score?
You need it right behind the pitcher. Hey, right up on the roof is where we need it. Dave's up. Oh, it's me.
I know, but I haven't.
Can't be me. And then it's Dave.
That boy's got a confusion of who's up to bat.
Foul ball. First pitch to Lisa.
All's quiet on the western front.
Another foul ball to ambitious Jeff Lyman.
It's fair! It's fair! Go! No. I know, but it curved over the bag.
Seems to be a discrepancy on whether the ball was fair or foul. Decided that it's foul. Strike 2 still. And I believe he was safe. Looks like they're going to decide that he's safe.
Can you phone it?
I'm up, Mike. I'm up.
Can you phone it? You mean if you gotta catch it? I got it. And here we have the famous Dave Lyman up to bat. And here comes the first pitch, and it's a hit, and it's a foul ball. Cause I'm the cameraman. Second pitch, and it's up, and it's good, and he runs first, and she's safe at second, and a run scores.
It's a fair ball.
In the play action, Lavelle just hit what looks like was a single. Bringing Lisa Lyman up to bat. And no play results.
Lisa never, it's only two. Mike made it out.
Dave, you're up. Did you make it out?
I haven't made an out.
Dave never made
Surely
it out.
he did.
That was me. That's two. Me?
Dave
and
went
then-
out. Lavelle even said, you gotta believe Didn't you get out one stage?
Where?
Not last game.
That was last time. He was the last one out.
Last inning.
Well, I just remember Dave getting out one. Don't believe me.
We can watch the videotape.
And here's Dave Lyman. And it's up, he's back, and it's hit the Jeep, and it's good. And here comes Lavelle, he's rounding third, he's going home. And Dave stays in first inning, and Lavelle scores.
And it's a big one. Here comes Dave around the line. Mike coming into second. Here comes Dave to score, and he scores. There's a mugging on third base. Oh, it's still running. I should have turned it off.
Dave, you can only go to third. It's under the track.
Are you going to run this?
It's under the truck.
Is it going?
Where is it? Run this, will you, Mike? Oh.
You got to change your line.
And it's over the fence. Almost. Here it comes. Stay, Dave! You tell me! Go, 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 go! Here.
I say they're cheaters, you understand? Well, on bad advice from Lavelle Nielsen, we got an out. And it's a good hit by Mike.
Third, stay right there. Stay right there.
And he's safe on third.
His turn is
Brings in 1 run. What does that make the score? 9 to 5.
7 to 9. No, it's 9 to 8.
Score is 9 to 8. Getting ready for the first pitch is Lavelle Nielsen. You might wonder why we're always at bat during this picture. Reason is we got all the camera people on our team. So you just have to take our word for whatever else has happened. Makes it 9 to 9. With a man on first.
Triple.
Strikeout, queen up to bat.
You're not a strikeout, please. You only strike out once.
Ow! There's our dad out there in the garden, just tilling the soil. And it's not a bad hit by Lisa Nielsen. Gets Lavelle on second. And me up to bat, which makes it all worthwhile.
This is a matter of life and death. No, it ain't. And there's Dave. And it's a foul ball. Man on first.
The winning run is up the bat.
Man on second. Lady on first.
We're 8. Oh.
And it's 1 strike on Dave. It's tie score 9-9. We played 10. All he needs is a double. And it's up. And it's good. It's a home run. Woo! And may we have a word with you, Dave Lyman, the home run king.
Don't mind if I do. Well, let me think.
All I've got to say is what my shirt says is true.
And what does your shirt say? So everybody knows.
It speaks for itself. Can we have any comments from the losers? How about it there, Jeffy? What have the losers got to say, Jeff? Is that all the losers got to say? Is we had more men?
I know we have more men.
Accusations coming from the losing end. Tell us, would you be your spokesman for the losing end, Matthew?
It's a rip.
Well, the big ball game's over, and work goes on for the rest of the people. We're here in Dad's garden, and as you can see, he's been out here slaving away. Let's go over and have a word with Dad, see just what's been going on. Cut it. Cut it. Don't matter. No, shut up.
Okay, you're on.
Focused? Tell us, Dad, what have you been planting out here?
Watermelons.
Is that all you've got planted?
No, I've got everything. Onions, radishes, Swiss chard, beets, peas, corn.
You've planted all that this year so far?
Yes.
I noticed a little earlier this morning you were spreading some things and putting it in the hole along with your melon seeds. What was that?
That was what we call gold dust.
Does that help in growing the garden a little bit?
Yes, that stimulates growth.
I see. Where do you find that gold dust? How's a manufactured?
Finlayson Ranch out to Fool Creek Flat, and they give me one scoop in the back of the pickup when I want it.
Do they manufacture the gold dust out there?
Yes, out of alfalfa hay. Run through a factory, a Holstein factory.
I see. When do you expect to get any results from the garden?
I expect to have watermelons ready to eat by the 24th of July.
Does this require a lot of work and maintenance to get a garden to grow in this land?
Well, no, but it just takes constant effort to keep the weeds down, water.
Now, in the past, we've been led to believe that this is fairly fertile soil. Has that been your experience while you've been tilling it?
Yes, very fertile. The horses spent 2 or 3 seasons here, and that greatly helped.
Do they work as somewhat of a processing machine to turn out some of that gold dust also?
They turn out gold dust quite freely.
I see. As you've been gardening out here, what would be the most noticeable observation that you've made?
Such as what?
Well,
pertaining to what?
Pertaining to this garden.
Well, we have honeydew melons here so sweet that the bees try to eat through to get into the sugar.
Isn't that common?
Well, I don't know whether it's common or uncommon. It's uncommon in Idaho, I can tell you that. A melon's uncommon in Idaho.
And that's where you spent the majority of your life, isn't that correct?
Yes. In the cold, where my father says there is 10 months of winter and 2 months of damn cold weather.
I see.
He was quoting Shakespeare, I think.
I understand that. Well, you've been irrigating a little bit today. Where does the water come from that services the garden?
Out of ye mountains high.
From the snowpack that's there?
Yes.
We
Springs.
understand that it gets quite warm down here in the summertime. What temperature would you estimate would it peak out at?
Well, I don't know what temperature hell is, but I'd say that there's times it get close to that.
I see. You still have ample water through the summer?
Oh, yes, now, with Uncle Bill's water project on.
I see. What's that water project?
Well, they tapped an additional spring up in Oak City Canyon, the Coldwater Spring, and piped it into the culinary system preparatory to the 10 tribes coming in.
I see. Is that a prophecy?
Yes, I just made it.
It's been rumored about that the Air Force would like to put the MX missile system down here, and of course in the future when we view this videotape we'll know the outcome of what happened. What's your feelings on the MX missile system coming to this part of the country with the influx of people that it's purported to have?
I never say whoa in a horse race. Let her come and let her rip. This valley's going to be filled with millions of people, according to President Brigham Young, and something's got to bring them here, and I think this is one thing that's going to fetch them.
I understand. Do you have any plans other than your gardening for the summer of what you might do for activities?
Growing alfalfa hay out on Fool Creek Flat to be run through the Holstein gold dust factories.
Is that a profitable venture?
Well, not necessarily, but it's profitable to hold the land and hold the water.
How many years have you been down here in this part of the land now?
This last stretch?
Right.
3 years.
3 years since the flood in Idaho brought you down here, is that correct?
Yes, lived one year in the hospital and around, and then 3 years down here. It'll be 4 years. It's June 5, isn't it, when the flood hit?
Right.
You better talk to Meekus Kuryakin one moment.
Does he have anything to say of any importance?
I don't know. You can find out.
Well, we'll do that. Mike, you've lived down here how long?
3 summers and 1 winter.
How have you enjoyed it?
Fine. It's great.
Why do you like this better than living in California?
You can do a lot more.
Such as?
Oh, you can ride your motorcycle or go hiking in the hills or go hunting or something like that.
Is it true that you plan to play on the athletic team called the Delta Rabbits when you get to high school?
Yes.
How do you feel about being a rabbit?
Oh, fine.
How old are you now anyway?
I'm 14.
And you turn 15 in December, right?
That's right.
Okay.
He's a good irrigator.
Well, as we view the expanse of the garden and see the lush green vegetation that's beginning to come up in this part of the area, you can see the work that goes in to keeping the land groomed and cultivated, and the work that's necessary to add beauty and variety to the land. So with that, this is Dave Lyman with his brother-in-law, the cameraman Lavelle Nielsen. And with these few words, we'll give way for the day. This is such a nice little family gathering around here. We have who used to be my sister, Lisa Nielsen, until she ran off with another man.
What'd you think I was going to live with you?
And you can see the result of that as she's heavy with child, as the scriptures would say.
You're
Tell
gonna
us,
be
Lisa.
heavy with a thick lip.
How do you feel about living down here in Oak City, Utah?
USA.
Population 401 and a half.
I've got the half.
Well, how do you feel about it?
I feel fine, thanks.
How long have you lived down here?
Oh, 2 or 3 years.
Have you really?
Yeah.
How long have you been married?
A year.
Oh, how's it
9
been?
months.
How's your marriage been so far?
A lot better than yours has, I'll promise you.
Lisa, don't avoid the question.
What?
It could be pretty poor and be better than mine.
Look at me, I'm the epitome of happiness.
I know, but you look so pale.
I do not.
Well, let's leave Lisa and talk to her brother Matthew. Matthew's been noted in this family as being one who can do no wrong. The rock of Gibraltar of the family, and as you can see, he always carries the laid-back, very suave attitude. Tell us, Matthew, we noticed that you haven't shaved today and you haven't cleaned up too much. Is that indicative of the way you act when you get around your family?
When I get around my friends, I want to tell you about my symbol here.
Your Mickey Mouse symbol?
Yes, I went down there to visit with the chairman of the board. I'm a biggie in the fan club now.
In the Mickey Mouse fan club?
Mickey Mouse fan club. And they kind of feel that because I could do no wrong, I'd be a good one to be in their fan club because Mickey Mouse is that kind of symbol. And so they pay me to wear his T-shirt.
That was so good. Can we hear that again from your chorus line?
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. That's my fans. Part of my club, which is a subsidiary of the Mickey Mouse Club.
I see. What's the occasion that brings you down here today?
To get away from the fast pace of the city and the big business dealings. We have to get away to rest our minds.
Do you feel like sometimes you get caught up in the fast pace and are unable to sleep and things that go along with the rat race of the city?
You know, I used to couldn't sleep because I thought I was caught up in what was happening. I found that sometimes jerky people can get to you. But I've now overcome that, and you know, I've got to maintain a certain level of competence being in the Mickey Mouse fan club, you see.
We can understand that.
That's true, you know, you can't go around and represent someone like Mickey Mouse and be a poop head about it.
That's true. I noticed that seated behind you here drinking probably a caffeinated drink is your younger brother, Jeffrey, is that right?
Most of my other brothers drink caffeinated drinks. They've never been noted for having too much on the ball.
By whose standards?
Well, my mom and dad always told me that I was the only one that turned out any way half decent.
We can understand that, and that's why you've risen to the great heights and your stature in the Mickey Mouse fan club, is that right?
I think that's correct.
And you probably feel real good about that, right?
Yes, my notoriety is starting to get around, and people look up to me when they see me wearing my symbol.
Well, let's talk here with your brother for a minute. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that just about sums it all up.
That's right, that's all he has to say.
And I hope that providing Jeffrey has any more children, at least they can understand why they never had a chance.
Well, that's why they started at the bottom and went down.
But tell us, if you do speak English, don't you?
Aye.
A vague form of it anyway, right?
Aye.
Tell us, Jeffrey, why do you wear your wedding ring?